ancient Mayan god Kukuclan. It's legendary that he took off in a spacecraft, never to have been seen again, along with the Mayans disappearing. Very advanced race, and they just vanished from the face of the planet. Or did they? Let's think about this. Maybe they're still here on this planet. I want to show you something that I was able to capture on camera. And these images are pictures that I've taken, and I want to share them with you because I find them very intriguing. This first image that you're looking at here is of the farm that I grew up on in 2009 in Petaluma, California, Sonoma County. And if you look at the circled area here, there's a light being or dimensional being, and that being, you can see an eye, the serpent on the head. There's a serpent on the head. Then the face comes down like this, and then the left arm comes up like this into a hand waving at the camera. So it's literally waving at the camera. And if you look at its left arm, it's got something. It's wearing something on it, like a band, like something's there. And upon enlarging it, I found out what this band was. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. Then you'll see the other arm come down here, and his body kind of blends in with the branches. Okay, so that's an image I took at that farm back in 2009. Okay, now here is an enlargement of that image, and if you look at it closely, you'll see the eye again, the eye with the serpent. The head comes down like this. There's an eye of the serpent, another eye of the serpent. There's a snout of the serpent and a mouth, and this comes around like this, the top of the head. Then the body of the serpent comes down and wraps around this head. Okay, then there's that band again, the orange band, the yellow band, excuse me, and it's got something in the center. It's kind of diamond shaped like that, right? And anyway, this being is waving directly at the camera. Okay, now let's go to our next image. If you look at this, is an outline that I did of that exact image. Now it's clear. It's more clearly points out what I'm talking about. You've got the eye in the eye, of course, the mouth, and it's a reptilian being. Okay, and it's got a pattern to it. And then there's the serpent on the head with the eye and the head of the serpent, and then it comes wrapping around the head. Okay, all the way around the head. And on that left arm, you'll see that band more clearly. It's actually a band or something tribal on the band. And there's actually a diamond in there, inside of there, a diamond shape, and it's got a cross in it. And I want to show you something that I did a poke and stick tattoo when I was 15 years old, and I found this intriguing. This tattoo right here on my arm, which I'll show you in the camera, it's got a cross, and it's upside down right now, but there's a cross in the center of that, and it's a diamond shape, okay? And I did that when I was 15 years old, and it was back in 1975. So that is that image. Now we'll go on to our next image. Okay, this image is an image of my tattoo itself, okay? And you'll see it's exactly like that. It's got the diamond around it, it's got the cross there in the center, and we're going to go back to the one on that arm. It's got the same thing, the diamond around it and the cross in the center. Tribal, yes, I believe it's tribal, and it's something I had no idea when I did the tattoo that it was tribal, but apparently it is some sort of tribal thing. So that's that. Now, on Christmas Eve in 2016, this diamond craft was spotted above our home, our coach, our trailer in Santa Rosa, California. And this is a picture of our coach. Over here is my arm with a tattoo on it, okay? It's an image of that. And over here is a picture of a diamond craft, and that is the craft that was in the sky on Christmas Eve in 2016, okay? And the arrow's pointing up there, it's circled up there, it's up in the sky, and it was a spinning craft. It rotated and it spun, okay? And then what happened is after it spun a little bit, I was able to snap a picture. I couldn't get video of it because it just simply vanished as it started spinning. It just vanished from the sky. It didn't fly away, it vanished like I speak of. It just, they went into a vortex and went into another space-time or another dimensional realm, like Kukulkan did. He didn't fly off, he went into another dimensional realm. They called it a spaceship, but he is actually a time traveler. Okay, we're going to go forward on this. That was spotted on Christmas Eve in 2016. Okay, now we've got side by side my tattoo with that craft. This tattoo on my arm, the cross with the diamond around it. Once again, you got a diamond-shaped craft with a cross on it. The same thing that, hold on a minute, that being had on his arm, the diamond shape with the cross. the same thing as that tattoo. The diamond with the cross. Okay, now, going forward, now it's reacting. We're going to go forward into, it was a cross with a tattoo and the diamond-shaped craft, and that's the same thing there. And that was spotted in 2016. Now what I'm going to point out is this image I did. This image right here was taken in 2009 also, on the same day that that other image was taken, okay? And it's a being there, and if you look at it, it's got an eye here, it's got an eye over here, and the eyes come around like that. It's like a serpent, okay? And on top of its head is another serpent here that comes down like this. You can see the mouth go like a V, and then it comes up and around, goes up, and the body wraps around the head of that serpent there. And there's an eye in that serpent. So that serpent's there. This is a rendition I did of that image, okay? And that serpent is sitting on that being's head. It's a reptilian being, and it's got a serpent on the head, very much like Kukuclan does right here in this image. He's got the serpent on his head, with the eye, the feathered serpent god. He's got his feathers, and it's wrapped around his head. Then he's got a large eye. So this is pretty much predominantly the same thing as that. It's just, and if you notice, this was taken on the same day and the same property that that other image was taken of the light being waving at the camera. So this was on the same property. There was literally on one side of the yard and the other side of the yard. So those two beings, or that one being, was able to appear in two different places for the two images. And I was able to capture them. But that's basically what happened to this Mayan god. He didn't just fly off. They slipped in, all the Mayans slipped into another dimensional realm. They advanced. They learned how to bend space-time and move into. And that's what I was trying to say about humans. Someday we'll be able to do this. It's just we haven't figured it out. Not this human race hasn't figured it out. They will figure it out at some point, and then they may disappear, okay? Just like my family has gone to the Ursa Major. They've left this world. They haven't left completely. They're still here in other realms, but they brought their camps to the Ursa Major system, and or the Big Dipper. That's part of the Ursa Major system, and that's where they're residing now. But wanted to share this because I found it intriguing, and I hope you found it as intriguing. Thank you.